Facebook page and let people know that we are going live right now. Anybody who's watching us, just forgive me for a second. I know I'm looking all over the screen, but we just want to make sure that everybody who wants to find us tonight can find us tonight.
That's right. This is the place to be.
All right. I'm just going to post in one more place and let everybody know that we are about to begin. We can't spell. We are live. Come on over and join us at this really long address. I forgot to pull the bit.ly code, and I need to tag Barrett.
I just posted it live.
Fantastic. And, all right, awesome. I'm just waiting for that to post. There we go. All right. You're going to get feedback for 1 second. I want to make sure that we're actually able to see here. Loading. If you can see me, Arlene Span is in the house. Glad to see you, sweetheart. Yeah, Arlene, if you can see me, do me a favor and just post something and let me know. I see you. I hear you. Okay, got double feedback, so that's my answer. All right. Barrett, I'm going to ask you to follow along with me and make sure that we acknowledge the people that are here.
Oh, yes.
And, okay, hold on 1 second. I've got somebody who's telling me that they can hear me but can't see me. So if you can hear me but not see me, I'm going to ask you just to refresh your screen. All right. Let me switch over one more time, and I want to close that. So there are a couple people who were actually waiting outside the doors, quote unquote, before we even opened. So I want to say a special hello and welcome and say, yeah, it is cold out there, depending on where you are. So Arlene Span, thank you so much for joining us tonight. So glad to see you, sweetheart.
Hey, Arlene.
Sabrina Moses was waiting at the gates, banging on them and saying, let me in, let me in. Sabrina, thank you for joining us.
Welcome, Sabrina.
And the other person who's been waiting in the wings, just waiting to step out on stage and sit in the audience with us, is Alexa Day. Alexa, thank you for coming over tonight.
I love that name. Welcome, Alexa.
All right. Lisa Chaplin, all the way from Australia, is trying to get in, and hopefully we'll be able to connect with you. And if nothing else, sweetheart, you'll be able to hear me. Okay, switching over. Okay, she says all good now.
Right.
So let me come over here. Toy Parker is joining us.
Hey, Toy.
Toy, glad to see you. All right, so I am going to be respectful to the people who showed up on time and say great evening, and depending on where you are in the world, great morning, great afternoon, and great night. I know that you could have been doing anything and, you know, everything else, but you chose to be with us tonight. You chose to come and spend some time with us, and we really just want to say thank you for that. Thank you for coming to listen, because what this tells us is that you've got a book inside you and you want to see it grow to fruition, come
Right.
to life. You want to be able to hold that in your hands in 2015. So welcome to the Book Writers Procrastination Club. This is our introductory broadcast. My name is Mia Zachary, and I am your technician this evening, as well as your co-host. And with me is Barrett Matthews. So
Hello.
I'm going to switch the screen over to Barrett. Barrett, I'm going to ask you to tell everybody who you are, what
hmm
you do, and anything else you'd like to say.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Book Writers Procrastination Club. I am Barrett Matthews. I am the founder of a company called E2E Systems, which stands for Employee to Entrepreneur. And what we do is we get you to take action and be accountable for getting your business done, getting your business going and making it successful. I am also the author of a book called Why Didn't You Get It Done? A guide to helping you get off your assets. Now, that's the name of the book. Now, and the book basically is about people who procrastinate and showing you why you procrastinate and how to stop procrastinating. And what has happened since I wrote the book, I've been running across a lot of people, and Mia runs into this too. People will ask you, well, how long did it take you to write the book, or how did you get the book done, and so forth. Well, the thing is, the first thing you have to do is get your mind ready to write the book. You have to make up your mind that you're going to do it. That's what I did. I made up the mind that I was going to do it. And I realized the more and more people that asked me this, I said, I need to find out a way to help them. So we started this club. And I got Mia because I know Mia has oodles of experience in writing books. That's what she does. She is a writer, and she is a very gifted writer, and she knows the process. So I said, let's put this together and let's get these people writing books. Now, I'm going to tell you, and Mia knows this about me, I don't like excuses. You came on here because you wanted to get that book done. We're here to help you get it done. We're not here for the excuses. We're here to make sure you do it. You have been putting it off way too long. I don't care if you've been only putting it off a month. You put it off. We want to make sure that you do it, get it done. There's no reason why you are depriving the world of your gift. You have a story inside you. We want to make sure you get it out. If you can see that you have a story inside you, we're the people that are going to get it out of you and make it a published work of art. That's what we do. That's why we put this together. But understand, this is not for the procrastinator. It's for the person who is ready to take action. So that's who I am. That's what the group is about, and that's what we're here for. Mia, back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Barrett. Well, as Barrett said, my name is Mia Zachary. I am a published novelist. I am a creative writing coach. I'm a ghostwriter and a copy editor, and those are just some of the hats that I wear. Now, a lot of people can say that they are a lot of things, but I believe that pictures are worth more than 1,000 words. So here's my resume.
There you go.
These are the ones I've written, some of the ones I've written. And here are two of the ones that I have helped to ghostwrite and edit. Now, if that's not proof enough that I know how to get it started, keep it going, and get it done, I don't know what more you can ask.
That's right.
So if you're out there and you're watching and you happen to be on Facebook, I'm going to ask you to do something for me. If you go to the white bar at the top left of your screen on Facebook and you type into that search bar the creative type, TheCreativeType, the creative type, you're going to be able to get in touch with me and with Barrett. You can ask questions there, you can leave comments there, and we have a great friend. So I'm going to do a shout out to her right now to say thank you to Colette DeRoche. We could not do this without her support. Colette, thank you so much for being with us tonight and for acting as our transcription note taker. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So if you're out there on Facebook, what I'd like you to do is put hashtag my book is done. Hashtag my book is done. And then tag me as Zachary, and tag Barrett, Barrett Matthews, so that we can come and find you. Because if you post that, if you post hashtag my book is done, then we know that you're serious.
That's right.
We know that you're committed. We know that you really want help, guidance, assistance, training, whatever it is you need, we're going to give that to you within the Book Writers Procrastination Club. Now, Barrett told you a little bit about that, but I want to do a step back.
Mm-hmm.
I want to step back for a minute, and I want to talk about something bigger. There is an incredible speaker by the name of Simon Sinek. That's Simon, and his last name is Sinek, I believe, Simon Sinek. And Simon is the author of a book called Start with Why. And that's what I want to do with you guys tonight. You know, this isn't just about us sitting here and talking about the club. This is about you and how we can be of service to you, how we can support you, how we can help you. So let's start with why. Imagine a big circle. Imagine, you know, it almost looks like a target. And the outside ring of this circle is the what. The what is, I want to write a book. Whether it is about your business, about your personal life experience, or about, you know, something from your imagination. This outside circle is the what. And then we're going to come in a little bit to that second ring. That second ring is the how. Because you might know that you want to write a book, you might know that you have a story inside of you, but you're not sure how to get it out, how to get it going, how to keep it going, and how to get it done. So that's the how, and that's where Barrett and I are here to help. But there's something even beyond that. At the very heart of this circle, and at the very heart of you, is the why. And if you don't know your why, it doesn't matter how, because you're never going to do the what. Are you with me? So, you know, once again, the name of this book is called Start with Why. The author is Simon Sinek. And so let's talk about your why for a minute. Now, for those entrepreneurs out there who are watching, your why might be pretty obvious. Your why, as in why do you want to write a book, why do you need to have a book, is because your book is your best business card. Plain and simple. It does not get any more, you know, core level than that. If you want to be taken seriously as an entrepreneur, as a small business owner, you need to have a book. Because if I have a choice of, let's pretend we're at a networking event, for example, and there's all these people around, and you're meeting this person and that person. They're kind of looking over their shoulder to see who else they can talk to, and they're kind of looking around the room, seeing if they've missed anybody or if there's somebody more important than you. And so this is the part where you go to exchange business cards, okay? So, you know, here you have this, and on it is, you know, a little, you know, your contact information, but it may not, I'm not going to show you this one, and I don't want you to see that person's name. Keep their information private, but, you know, it has a little bit about you, but unless your picture's on here, how is anybody supposed to remember that, right? But if you can say, oh, yes, I'm a best-selling novelist, I'm an award-winning writer, and here's my business card, right here. You can find me on Amazon. You know, that immediately gives you the three most important things that you need as a business owner and an entrepreneur. Number one, you need credibility. The fact that I showed you my book says that I have credibility because I did what I said I was going to do. When I have credibility, that establishes trust. You can trust that I know what I'm talking about, that I'm going to share that information with you, and that you will also know exactly how to get your book done. And the third thing that it's going to do for you is it's going to allow you to have influence. When you have credibility, that allows you to build trust, and when people trust you, you can influence their decisions. And what is it that you want more as a business owner and an entrepreneur than to influence someone's buying decision? Okay? So that's why you need a book in 2015. Now, let me talk to my favorite people. No offense to the entrepreneurs and small business owners, we are those people too. But the creative types, the imaginers, the fantasizers, the daydreamers, that's my tribe. And I'm talking to you. You have voices inside of your head, and I know that because I have my own voices. And they are crying out constantly, tell our story, bring us to life. It's time. It's past time. You know, this is November. This is actually National Novel Writing Month. Today's the 11th, so we are supposed to be 11 days in to getting our first draft novels written. Well, there's a lot of people that I've seen who've already dropped out. They've already, I'm going to use it, I'm going to say the word, they've already quit.
That's it.
And we're only 11 days in. Why? Why did they quit? Because they weren't prepared, because they weren't supported, because they weren't encouraged. And that is what the Book Writers Procrastination Club is all about. So I'm going to say one last thing, and then I'm going to turn it over to Barrett for a while, but this is really important. I want you to hear my heart on this. Facts tell, for you business owners, facts tell, stories sell. You have stories inside of you. You don't think you do, but you do. You have the story of how you decided to be an entrepreneur. You have the story of how you decided to start your business. You have the story of how your startup was like at level 0 and how you built it up to where it is now. And for my fiction writers, let me tell you something. You might think that your story's been told before. You might think, I write romance. I'm published in romance. You don't get any more cliched than that. Boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy and girl live happily ever after, right? But there is something about you that is unique in all the universe. And only you can tell that boy meets girl, boy meets monster, boy meets, you know, planetary villain, whatever. Only you can tell that unique story. So what I have to say to everybody listening is this. There are stories that my little boy will never hear. For years and years and years, I begged my dad, I asked him, could you write that down? You know, could you make a note of that? Could you write it in a letter? Okay, if you don't want to write it in a letter, could you at least, you know, maybe record it? You know, back when we had cassette tapes and things like that. And it never got done. So my first book came out in April of 2003. And I was very lucky that it came out literally. I was holding this book in my hands 1 week before my father died. So he got to see my stories, but I never got to see his. I never heard them. Well, I heard them, but my son never heard them, and he never will. Because, you know, for example, my dad was the only one who could tell my mixed-race son what it was like to be a black man in Mississippi in the Army, in the Air Force during the Cuban Missile Crisis. That's a story that died with him. So my message here for you, if you don't take anything else away from this broadcast tonight, I want you to know that you've been thinking about writing a book someday. You've been talking about writing a book someday. But here's the thing. There are 7 days in the week, and someday is not one of them. So hashtag welcome to someday. Hashtag welcome to someday. If you're listening to me, go ahead and post that on Facebook. Hashtag welcome to someday and tag me at Mia Zachary, because I want to know that you're serious. I want to know that you're committed. I want to know that you are reaching out and asking for help because you want to get it done. And we are committed to doing that for you. But we're only interested in the people who are serious. And when I say serious, I don't mean that you have to be a professional. No. I don't mean that you have to do it in 48 hours, despite my other book, where I'm going to, where I teach people how to write a book in 48 hours. You don't even have to do it. What I mean by serious is that you don't want your stories to die inside you. That's all I mean. So if you're serious about writing your book, whether it's about your business, your services, your products, your mission, whether it's about a life experience, something that you want to share as a coach or a motivational speaker, or whether it's something of your imagination. Join us in the Book Writers Procrastination Club. Let us help you. Let us train you. Let us guide you. And most importantly, let us celebrate with you when you get it done.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, I'm really, really good at getting the writing part done. But the reason I chose to partner with Barrett Matthews is because this is the master. He is the action coach. He is the person, I'm going to tell you how to write. He's going to tell you how to sit your butt down in the chair in the first place. So, Barrett, with that, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Okay, well, thank you. And Mia, to tell everyone, we also have a special guest who's coming on our Hangout tonight. He's actually waiting on you to send him the Google link.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I thought I sent it already.
So I want to also say I love how Mia is so passionate about what she does. That's why I wanted to partner with her. Right before the Hangout, I have to tell her she's going to kill me for this, but she was telling me she didn't know what she was going to say. And I said, that's a great thing. And she's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. I said, yes, it is. Because can you feel her passion? You know, this is what she loves to do. She is a writer, and she wants to teach people how to write because it's inside of her. We're going to bring that out of you. That's our job, to get that out of you. It's in there. It's in there. And I am passionate about seeing people get things done. See, she talked about your why. I want to talk about your when. Because your when is what's been holding you up so long. You've been putting your when aside. You have been procrastinating. You have been giving yourself all types of reasons, all types of excuses as to why you're not writing that book. I know it. You don't have to say it. I know it. We all have something that we procrastinate on. Even me. Yes, I do. But the thing is, I know how to address it. And I get on myself enough to get things done. I also have coaches that get on me. We're here to coach you into getting that book done. As a matter of fact, I want you to type in hashtag get it done. Hashtag get it done at Barrett Matthews. Write that in the Facebook feed. Hashtag get it done. Because my job is to make sure that you have a complete book. Not something you started on and never finished. Think about this. How many times in your life have you started something and didn't finish? How many times have you done that? Also, and I don't want you to type that in the feed, but think about that. How many times have you started something and not finished? How many times has someone that you know and who cares about you mentioned that to you, that you never finished things? How did that make you feel? How does it make you feel when you know that people feel that they can't count on you to finish things? How does it feel to know that you've let someone down because you were supposed to do something and you didn't do it? Does that feel good? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. How do you think they're going to feel when you actually show them your completed book? I can tell you, there are going to be a lot of people who say, I didn't know you had it in you. There are going to be a lot of people who say, I knew you had it in you. You have to let them say that to you. You have to let people rejoice, as Mia said, let people celebrate with you in that joy of finishing that book. But if you don't get it started, it will never happen. I'm just going to be honest with you. Our job is to make sure that you get it started and get it finished. There's a process. It's not just getting with us and starting to write. There's a process between the first time you put that pen to paper to the time that you can say, I'm an author, here, buy my book. It's not, that you start and it's finished. There's a process. Our job is to walk you through that process and to make sure that you complete every step. You didn't just come out of the womb and become an adult. There is a process to which you have to go through to become an adult. It's the same thing into becoming an author. Are you going to be perfect the first time? No, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. But you're going to grow. You're going to watch yourself grow. You're going to see yourself grow. We're going to help you to grow. Your job is to let us help you. Now, I'm going to tell you, one of the things I look for when I'm working with someone is, one, their enthusiasm. I need to know that you are excited about your own work. If you're not excited about your work, why should I be excited about your work? So my job is to help you to get that done, but I need to know you're excited about your work. The other thing I need you to do is to show up. When we are supposed to meet, whether it be online, in person, whatever, you have to show up. If you're not showing up, as Mia said, we're looking for people that are serious. If you don't show up, I know you're not serious, because this is your book. It's not mine. It's your book. So I need to know that you're serious about getting it done by you showing up. The third thing you need to do, and this is very important, is you need to be coachable. There are a lot of people out there who feel that they know a little bit about everything. And you can know a little bit about everything, but you have to allow yourself to be coached up. Our job is to coach you up, to get you better than where you are. Because if you don't allow that to happen, if you're uncoachable, you're not ready to be an author. You're just talking, and as they say, talk is cheap. Because if you're coachable, if I tell you to show up and I tell you to be excited, you'll do it because you're coachable. But if you're not coachable, we can't work together. We can't work together. Believe me, I have turned down clients before because I knew they weren't coachable. I have turned down working with people that I knew had greatness inside them. But if they're not going to listen, if they're not going to let themselves be coached up, then how am I going to work with them? You have to open yourself up and allow yourself to be coached. Once you do that, we can make you into that author you want to be. We can get you published. We can get you the success that you're wanting. Mia and I already have avenues as to where we're going to take you as a published author and promote your book, to get you on the television, to get you on radio shows, to get you in a position to promote your book. But you have to allow us to do that. It's not up to us. It's up to you. What are you going to allow us to do? You have to embrace your why, as she said, but you also have to embrace your when. Your when is
Nice.
Your when is with putting that procrastination behind you and saying, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it now. I'm going to stop letting all these things get in my way. And I say let them get in the way because you're letting them get in your way. So with that, Mia, do you mind if we bring on our special guest?
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to somebody really special, to me and to Barrett. Trevor Otts is a master at marketing. He is one of the best in the world at what he does. And Barrett and I are both really privileged to call him our mentor and our coach. And so I thank Trevor Otts so much for joining us this evening. And I'm really excited because at some point, Trevor's going to tell us about the book he's writing in 2015. Without further ado, Trevor, I'm turning it over to you. There are people on the Hangout tonight who have no idea who you are or what you do, so could you share that with them?
Well, one, mic check.
Mic check.
I'm not to say mic check, mic check. I mean, you can't expect me. Come on, hang on to not say.
I'm sorry. All right.
Mic check. Mic check.
Mic check. Mic cash. Mic credit card.
I'm so glad to be here to be with you as you guys embark on what I believe is going to be one of the most important journeys that a person can take after they've achieved something in life. And by the way, for those people who don't know who I am, I'm Trevor. That's all you need to know. I'm Trevor. That's good enough. But in all seriousness, what I do is I teach people how to make more sales with less effort. I teach people how to essentially automate the processes that they use to generate revenue in their business. I believe that through automation, you can really accomplish amazing things. And so I'm also known in some circles as a marketing guru and some circles as a branding guru. But for you, just call me Trevor. So I really like what you guys are doing with the club. And there's a couple of reasons that I think that you should participate in this club. One of the things on many people's bucket list is write the book. Write the book. And for many of us, we have this book down on the inside of us, and the problem is that it's down on the inside of us, and while it's down on the inside of us, it's not helping anybody on the outside of us. And who should be in this club? Who should participate in this club? It's really those people who are willing to help others. Now, if you want to write the book so you can, gloat about how magnificent you are, how smart you are, this club is probably really not for you. But it's really those people who desire to have a greater impact on the world, because you have something down on the inside of you, but it's designed to help people that's outside of you. And so getting that book out is really important. And here's the other thing. I like the way the book club works. It's really interesting. It is a way for you to bet on yourself. It is a way to hold yourself accountable. And sometimes as we get a little further along in life, we forget that we got to bet on ourselves first. And then we forget that we got to hold ourselves accountable. And sometimes it can be a scary proposition to really hold yourself accountable. That's what I really like about the club. You join the club, you pay this small nominal monthly fee, and essentially you agree to stay a member of the club until you write the book. Now, if you don't write the book, you stay a member of the club. If you do write the book, you automatically get kicked out of the club, which is a good thing. And I really think that in 2014, in 2015, in 2016, I think you got to bet on yourself. When's the last time you actually bet on yourself? Then my next question to you is, how do you hold yourself accountable? How do you do it? My third question to you is, who's holding you accountable? So in the Book Procrastination Club, two key things happen. Number one is you hold yourself accountable through your pocketbook. You know that every month you have to pay that fee until you finish that book. But then number two, you have a team of people who are holding you accountable, i.e. Barrett, also known as Sergeant Steel Toe. I hope you never have to find out why we call him Sergeant Steel Toe. Right? And then you have me and Zachary, who's a magnificent trainer, helping you acquire the skill sets and the techniques and the strategies necessary to getting that book out of you. But also you join a family of people who are attempting to accomplish the same goal. And I would challenge anybody, if you're out there right now and you've been dying to write the book and you have not written it, and you've tried all these different techniques and you've tried all of these different strategies, but you still haven't gotten the book out, why not try this? If not this, then what? Bet on yourself. I want you to write this down. I believe that you should invest in yourself at the level at which you expect results. What results are you expecting for your life? What results are you expecting in your business? What kind of results are you expecting? And based upon the results that you are expecting, can you say that your investment is at least matches the level of results that you are expecting? The age-old adage is put your money where your mouth is. I'm saying invest in yourself at the level at which you expect results. And Barrett hit some very key points. He said, are you coachable? And so I went to look up what was coachable, meaning being in a position where you are able to receive new knowledge, being in a position where you can learn new information. And so I would challenge everybody out there, be coachable. Let somebody else who has those specific areas of expertise help you out. It's sort of like going to the gym. If you haven't been to the gym in a long time and you say, I'm going to lose this gut and I'm going to lose some weight and I'm going to slim down a little bit, but you haven't been to the gym in a little bit and you just see all this equipment. And when you see all this equipment, you just run in there and you just start jumping on stuff, but you don't really know how fast you should run, what you should work on first, what you should work on next, should you stretch. And every year you get people who get excited about doing something, run into the gym on January 1st and get hurt. And it wasn't because they lacked enthusiasm. It wasn't because they lacked passion. In all honesty, they weren't coachable. They were trying to do something that they hadn't been doing or haven't done before. And when you haven't done something before, or you haven't done it in quite some time, oftentimes it requires you to work with somebody who's been where you are. See, this group is for really a core, a type of person, so to speak. There is the person who wants to be, and there is the person who already is, who is. So I want to be, I am. I want to be, I am. And this group connects those people who want to be authors with people who are authors, and thus helping, using the group who are authors to help develop people who want to be authors into authors. This is the ultimate development group. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be a member. You're going to see Trevor Otts. I'm going to be a member. You're going to see me stroking my check every month. And if 2 years from now you still see me as a member, you'll know I didn't write the book. If 3 weeks later you notice that Trevor's no longer in the group, it's because I wrote the book. Because Trevor's going to bet on himself. I want you to bet on yourself. I see Keisha, you're out there. I want you to bet on yourself. Lamar, you're out there. I want you to bet on yourself. Keisha, I see you out there. I want you to bet on yourself. Letitia, I see you out there. I want you to bet on yourself. Shay and Allison, I want you to bet on yourself. And there is no better investment than investing in yourself. You can invest in houses, and you can invest in stocks, but the best investment is always going to be an investment in you. My question is, what kind of impact do you want to have on the world? What have you been holding back? You truly do the world a disservice when you don't share your knowledge. I want you to write this down. 1, there's more money in what you know than what you do. There's more money in what you know than what you do. And at the end of the day, you have to be able to package your knowledge. And one of the easiest ways to package your knowledge is through the written word. That's number 1. There's more money in what you know than what you do. And number 2, I want you to know, everybody to know out there, that you matter. The things that you have to share with the world, they matter. You matter. And you do the world a great disservice when you don't share your knowledge, share your information. So, last thing I want you to write down is, book is the new business card. Book is the new business card. I know Nia is probably writing the grammar. That's why she writes books. She's probably saying, a book is the new business card. The book is the new business card. But I'm going to go with, I'm 41 years old. I can split a few verbs. Book is the new business card. And, when you walk up to a person and you are a published author, people have a higher degree of respect for you. I remember that when I was growing up, I know some people wanted to be an astronaut, and I know some people wanted to be the president, and I know that some people wanted to be the CEO. You know who I wanted to be growing up? I wanted to be they. That's right, I wanted to be they. You say, they? Who is they? I want to be expert. Yeah, and I used to go to places and be like, they say that 9 out of 10 people believe this. They say this. Or they would say, experts say. And I was like, man, they and experts, those are the smartest people on the planet. And so when you write the book, you become part of that expert community. You become a part of the day. So, I'm going to give you 3 top reasons to join this group, to join this movement. Reason number 1, the world needs what you have to share. The world needs what you have to share. Number 2, it allows your knowledge to live on above and beyond you. It allows your knowledge to live on above and beyond you. And then number 3, third reason why you should join this club is, for many of you, this will create an additional stream of revenue. Mm-hmm. And you might not have thought about it, but at the end of the day, Right now, you are monetizing your labor. It's time to move to the point that you are actually monetizing your knowledge. In that, yes, we suggest that you go to work and that you work hard, but you work for the purposes of perfecting your knowledge. And once you perfect your knowledge, you have a new responsibility. See, when you're working, your responsibility is to perfect your knowledge of what you're working on. But once you have perfected your knowledge, your new responsibility is to share that perfected knowledge with somebody else so they can start working. And see, for many of you, when you're keeping that dream down on the inside of you, when you're keeping that passion down on the inside of you, when you're keeping that message down on the inside of you, you are stopping somebody else from getting a chance to go to work on their dreams and their ambitions. Because when you share your knowledge with them, they can now go to work. See, think about it. The things that you're working on now, they have everything to do with the fact that somebody shared their knowledge with you and you became interested in it, and it started you on your dream, started you on your path, started you on the path towards your dreams and your passions. I remember growing up in Capitol Heights, Maryland, growing up in a low-income neighborhood. I didn't have any thoughts of college. I didn't think about college. College, what's that? And I remember somebody just came and shared with me that they had gone to college and what they learned and what they studied and what they're doing now. And all of a sudden, I became interested in college. But what if they hadn't shared that with me? And guess what they gave me? They gave me a book that they had written. They gave me a book about how to get accepted into college and everything. And had that person never shared that book, had that person never shared their knowledge, I might have never gotten started on my dream. I may have never graduated from the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. I might have never gotten that degree in computer science. I might not be one of the #1 trainers for virtual CEOs in the country. I might not be sitting here on the Hangout today. Because when you fail on the second phase, the second part, you stop somebody else from achieving their dreams and their goals and their ambition, because they get started based upon something you will share. So here's my question to you. I know I got a lot of questions, but write this down. Powerful people ask powerful questions. Start asking more questions. It'll increase your power. Powerful people ask powerful questions. When somebody learns what you know, that you have perfected through the knowledge that you have acquired, what can they get started on? Maybe they can get started on losing weight. Maybe they can get started on starting a business. Maybe they can get started on writing a book. What can they get started on? Listen, we all got a gift, folks. We all have a gift. And your gift is designed to do two things. Write this down. Your gift is designed to do two things. The first thing that your gift is designed to do is to provide for you. I want you to write this down. Write this down. Write down, my gift is meant to provide for me. My gift is meant to provide for me. That means it will provide substance for you, resources for you, open up doors for you, but it will provide for you. Okay? The second thing that your gift will do, the second thing that your gift will do is the second thing that your gift is designed to do, it is designed to serve others. So your gift will serve others. So two things. Your gift will provide for you, but serve others. Provide for you, but serve others. Provide for you, but serve others. So here's what happens, is when you serve others through the gifts that you have, it will provide for you. And when you don't serve others through the gifts that you have, you will suffer a deficit. Logic says that for something to be true, the equal and opposite must also be true. So a self-serving person will never profit. And so here's what I'm saying, that when you share of your gifts and share of your talents through the writing of your book, it will provide for you, but it will serve others. Now, if you're writing a book because you want to be famous, it's not going to work. If you're writing a book because at the end of the day, you want to basically pat yourself on the back, it's not going to work. But when you're using this literary mechanism as a way to share with others your gifts and your talents. Maybe it's a gift for cooking. Maybe it's a gift for teaching. Maybe it's a gift on speaking. Maybe it's a gift for teaching. Working with people on their PowerPoints. We don't know, but I do know this is that when you serve others through your gifts, it will provide for you. And if you are suffering a deficit today, maybe you're not generating enough revenue. Maybe you're not feeling good enough about the things you're doing. If you're suffering a deficit, I'm telling you right now, it's because you're not serving more. And one of the best ways to serve, see, when you write the book, you're serving people you don't even see.
Mm-hmm.
When you write the book, you're serving people that you do not see. And I want you to just imagine for a second. I want you to imagine 20 years from now, you're kind of sitting back in your rocking chair, or maybe you're going into the grocery store and somebody recognizes you and they walk up to you and they say, "Sir, ma'am, your book changed my life." You never met them before. You've never seen them before. You never knew that they read your book. But your book changed their lives. Just imagine that. When you write the book, it allows you to serve people you cannot see. It allows you to serve people who are out of your reach. It allows you to serve consistently. And even when you're no longer here, your book is still serving. Just think about some of the great books. Think and Grow Rich. Just think about that book. The author is long since gone. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Still one of the most read books on the planet. The book allows you to have your say. The book allows you to have your voice. And so you got to ask yourself, what's it worth to you to be able to impact the lives of others? What's it worth for you to be able to share your message? Heck, if it's not worth the paltry fee that they are charging, I don't know that you get it. Do you get it? Do you understand how important it is for you to share your message? Do you understand the importance of this club? I believe that out of this particular club, it will produce some of the most powerful thinkers of our next generation, of our next age. And I got a 5-year-old son. His name is Addison Chase. And I want him to be able to read some of the literary works that you guys are going to produce. I can't wait till he goes to class and the book that they are studying is the book that you wrote. And I say, "I know him." And he says, "No, you don't know him." "Oh, yes, I do. He was in the Book Writers Procrastination Club." I mean, just think about it. How many of y'all got sons out there? How many of y'all got daughters out there? How many of y'all got cousins out there who, at the end of the day, they're going to be learning and reading some of the works of the people who are in this club now? And you can impact and influence some of the things that they're going to read about and learn about. Yeah. I mean, that's all I got to say. The pencil broke. That's all she wrote. I thank you for your time, and I turn it back over to you. And I'm going over right now. I'm going right over right now. I'm going to be member number 1 in the Book Writers Procrastination Club, and you could be member number 2. I encourage you. Join me as member number 2 and member number 3, and become a part of the family of people who are changing the world through the sharing of their lives, their dreams, their gifts, and their skill sets through literary works. And it doesn't matter if you're not a writer. They have people to help you get the message out of you. Doesn't matter if you don't know how to publish a book. They got book publishers in the group. Doesn't matter if you don't know about the graphics part. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter even if you're like, "Trevor, I want to write a book. I don't even know what the title of my book is." They got people that just work with you on titles. They're like, "I don't even know what the chapter is going to be." Doesn't matter. They got people that work with you on the chapters. I don't even know how to write. No problem. They even got people to do the writing for you. I just don't know where it gets simpler than that. What they're looking for is people who have a message and who have a heart to share. The only thing you need to be a part of this club, besides your check, we do need the check. The only thing you need is a heart to share and a message, a heart to share and a message. And let the Book Writers Procrastination Club help you get your message out to the world. Let them help you make a greater impact on the world. And at the end of the day, you won't regret it. I guarantee it. It's Trevor, y'all, signing out. Talk to y'all guys later.
Trevor,
Oh,
thank
man.
you so much. We really
Thank you.
appreciate you being on with us, and I'm looking forward to the revised new edition of Broke Marketing. Marketing that makes sense, or did I get the title wrong on that?
Broke marketing that makes sense. You got
There
that
we
right.
go. Broke
Well,
Marketing that makes sense
well,
by Trevor
before I let
Oz, and that'll be the new and revised edition for 2015.
before I let Trevor go, I gotta say, Trevor, you don't have to worry about being in there for 2 years because you know my steel toe won't let you go that long.
Hashtag Sergeant Steel Toe. His new name is you'll be Barrett. Hashtag Sergeant Steel Toe Matthews.
I just want to do a quick recap before we let Trevor go because he gave some amazing information tonight, and I want you to make sure that you really got what he was saying. First and foremost, bet on yourself. Hashtag bet on yourself. Invest in yourself at the same level that you expect results. The other thing that Trevor said that is so key is there is more money in what you know than what you do. So share the wealth, share the knowledge. Don't let those stories die inside of you. And finally, don't just be accountable to yourself. Let yourself be accountable to other people and let them support you by being accountable to you. Now, we had a couple of questions come over while Trevor was speaking, and I want to address those. So first and foremost, someone asked, are you going to give us any specifics? Yes. You've gotten some great information tonight, but I understand you're looking for something more. So let me make it crystal clear. There are 3 excuses that people use for not writing their book or for not getting anything else done that they say they're going to do. New Year's is coming up, and a lot of people are going to be making resolutions, and let me tell you about 9 out of 10 people not getting it done. There's 3 excuses for why not. Number 1, I don't have enough time. Number 2, I'm not a writer. And number 3, it's going to be too hard. Now, Barrett and I are going to address this in detail as part of the Book Writers Procrastination Club, but let me tell you something right now so that we're clear of what you're getting into and who you're getting into it with. I don't have enough time. You have the same 168 hours a week as everyone else on the planet. It's up to you how you choose to use it. Okay? Number 2. Now this one's legitimate, but I want you to hear my heart on this. I want you to hear my heart. You're telling me you're not a writer. I'm not asking you to be. I'm asking you to be authentic. That is the only thing we're asking of you, is to be authentic, to be real, to be true, and to share your message. And we can help you do that. Third, the third and final excuse, and I do mean final, is it's going to be too hard. Well, let me tell you something. Everything's hard until you get started. Everything is hard until you try. Everything is hard unless, like Barrett and I are going to offer you, you have a demonstrated system that gets results.
Right.
So those are your 3 excuses. I don't have time, I'm not a writer, and it's too hard. And I just gave you the reasons why we're not going to accept them. So that's number 1. Number 2, Trevor gave some amazing, amazing information, which I understand some of you are feeling left out, and you feel like, oh, he's only talking to nonfiction writers. He's only talking to business people. That's Trevor, this is me. I'm talking to you. The dreamers, the creators, the storytellers, the word weavers. I'm talking to my tribe. I am here for you. I'm here to hold your hand. I'm here to talk you through it. I'm here to brainstorm with you. I'm here to help you plot it. My best friend in the whole planet, Lisa Chaplin, is on with us right now, all the way from Australia. We've been working together for 16, 17, almost 18 years, and Lisa will be the first one to tell you because, in fact, I was almost late for this broadcast tonight. Why? because I'm committed to helping anyone who wants to tell a story get that story told. So I was actually on the phone with Lisa in Australia helping her work out an issue in her plot before I came on this broadcast tonight. So for those of you out there who think that this is only for business people, it's not. I want to take you on a journey with me for a moment. Close your eyes. Yeah, I know this is a video. Close your eyes anyway. I want you to imagine walking into the local shopping mall or the shopping center near you. I want you to imagine walking to your bookstore, your local bookstore or one that's nearby you. I want you to go in the front door and to see the displays, and I want you to keep walking back through, and I want you to weave in and out of the shelves and go around the tables and go around the customers. I want you to walk up to the bookshelf. I want you to stand in front of it. And I want you to get the biggest smile on your face when you see your book up on the shelf. I'm getting a little emotional right now because this is what happened for me. In 2003, my little boy was, I think, 7, 8 years old, and he walked into the local Barnes & Noble bookstore with me. And we walked through the store and around the shelves, and we went to the romance section. And when we got there, Zachary pointed, and he said, "Look, Mommy, there's our book. There's our book." That was one of the best days of my life. I want that for you. I want that for all of you. Whether you're writing fiction or nonfiction, whether you're writing about your business, your personal experience, or something from your imagination, I want you to hear a knock on the door. I want you to go and open the door and see your UPS or FedEx or your mailman standing there, and he's got a box. And inside of that box, you think you know what's in there, but you don't. You think it's a box of books, but it's not. What it's inside of that box is magic. Inside of that box is an opportunity to touch another human being, to make a difference in someone's life, even if it's just to entertain them for a couple of hours with the fiction that you wrote. Inside of that box is possibilities. Inside of that box is new friends or new clients or new fans. Inside of that box is new connections. Inside of that box is new opportunities to speak, to do videos like we're doing tonight, to stand on a stage and share your message, or to stand in an arena and share your message, or to be in your local bookstore surrounded by your friends and family while you autograph copies of your book. This Book Writers Procrastination Club is not just for fiction. It's not just for nonfiction. It's for everyone who has a story. I hope that answered your question. I hope that reassured you that you are in the right place at the right time with the right people. And with that in mind, I'm going to turn it over to Barrett and ask him to give you some of the details about the Book Writers Procrastination Club.
I would be more than happy to, Mia. One of the things I want to make sure that everyone knows is that we are serious about this. I hope that's come across. I hope Mia has conveyed that. I hope Trevor has conveyed that. We have 3 programs that you can get involved in with the Book Writers Procrastination Club. The first one is the most popular one. It's the one Trevor was speaking of. It's the Premium Accountability Group. What this is a group coaching program. We're going to help you with your book. It's a monthly program, as Trevor said. You basically pay a nominal monthly fee for us to help you with that book until your book is done. You can't beat that. Until the book is done. It includes us interviewing you to go over what it is that you're trying to do with your book so we can get a better feel for you specifically. It includes proofreading so we can understand exactly what you're doing. It includes us helping you with ghostwriting. We're going to direct you in the areas in which you need to go. This is a group program, so you're not getting the one-on-one attention that you might want to get, but it is going to help you get your book done. That's our job, to get it done in record time. I wrote my book in 6 days. Mia has done it in 48 hours. So we can show you how to do it. This program, this group coaching program, also includes an audio copy of my book, and I hear that Mia may even throw in a little something herself. That's what it's rumor. I heard Mia. I don't know.
I will do that. I will do that. I'm going to take the briefest second to interrupt you, and I apologize for this interruption.
Go ahead.
But if you're out there and you're watching and you just got a gut kick and you got scared, I want you to realize just because Barrett wrote his book in 6 days doesn't mean you have to.
Exactly.
Okay, just because I can do an idea to a first draft in 48 hours, that's my branding, that's my promise. 48 hours doesn't mean a weekend, okay?
Right.
It could be 1 hour a day for 48 days. However long it takes you, we're going to be here for you. So don't be scared by the time, okay? Back to Barrett.
Right, and exactly. I say that just to lend credibility to what we can help you do. I don't say that to say that you have to do that in that time. But yes, thank you for bringing that up as well. Now, that program is a $97 a month program, which is a great fee to get that done for what we're going to do. It's a fantastic investment for you. But guess what we're going to do? We're going to knock that down for the first 50 people.
100. Let's make it 100. Barrett, oh, I know. Trust me on this. I'm going to ask you to do them a favor.
Oh, she's twisting my arm, guys. You see her? She's twisting my arm. Okay.
I do, because here's people out there. 100 people.
100 people. The first 100 people, you're going to get this program for $27 a month. $27 a month. You get everything I just listed there for $27 a month. Now, all you have to do is go to my website. That's E2, the number 2, esystems.com. The letter E, the number 2, the letter E, systems.com. Go to the coaching services section, and you'll see when the drop-down menu, it'll say Book Writers Procrastination Club. Just click there, and you can go ahead and get with our program there. But wait, there's more.
Okay, Barrett, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna do it one more time, babe. Forgive me for this. Now, that was kind of confusing, and I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to ask you to give the email, the website URL one more time. But while he's doing that, I want you all to know that there is another way. You can also text the word book.
That's true.
To 929-244-4323. Text the word book to 929-244-4323. If you're on Facebook right now, I'm going to ask Colette to do us a favor and post that number one more time so that people can find it. If you're watching this and you're on Facebook, even if you're watching the replay, you can go to Facebook, go to the search bar, type in The Creative Type. The CREATIVE type, and that'll take you to our Facebook group, and Colette will have the number in there. I'm going to give it one more time. Text the word book, BOOK, to 929-244-4223. 4323. 4323. 4323.
It's okay.
Back to Barrett.
Okay, and that's all right. Now, when you go to
I'm a writer, not a mathematician.
I understand. I just want to also clarify. If you do go to the site, you will see $97 there. But if you click on the sign up, it will lead you to $27. So we did that just for this program, and as we said, for the first 100 people, we're gonna do that. Now, there's also, for those of you who don't want to do group coaching, who want some individual attention, and you'll get a lot of Mia. You better be ready. You're going to get a lot of Mia. We have a 12-week, well, first let me go over the one-day mastermind. We have a one-day mastermind. It's an all-intensive workshop with you, me, and Mia. We're going to work on your book to make sure that when you leave there, you at least are ready to have that original draft. And as Mia always said, Mia, tell them what you always say about your first draft.
All right. So here's the thing. When I tell you that I can show you, not teach you, not train you, I can show you so that you can do it, how to go from an idea to a first draft in 48 hours. I mean what I say because I've done it and other people have done it with me. But I don't want you to get scared about that, and here's why. First draft. First means it's not your only.
Right.
Okay? And draft means it's not your best. In fact, between you and me and everybody else watching around here, I call it the vomit draft because all you're going to do is throw up the word. You are literally going to throw up the words on the page. We can.
Oh God, that's good.
Make it pretty later. But yeah, if you are interested, if you are serious and committed to getting it done, there is the possibility of doing the one-day mastermind. Well, we will sit down, get it done, and you will walk out with everything you need. Everything you need. Back to Barrett.
That one-day mastermind is $497. You get us for a whole day. And I always say this. I know Trevor does a mastermind group for other business owners, and he tells people all the time, when we say all day, we mean all day. So be ready to work. We're there to work. We're not there to socialize. We're not there to talk on the phone. We're there to work. So our job is to help you. That's our job, and we take it seriously. I hope you guys get that. Now, the third program we have is.
Well, you know what? I'm going to jump in one more time before we get off the one-day mastermind. I don't want you to get scared by this, okay? Barrett, what's your hourly rate? I'm just going to give them well, the hourly rate for your lowest service. I'm about to be authentic with you and transparent on this broadcast the same way that I will be the entire time we work together.
Mm-hmm.
My hourly rate for only some of my services for coaching at the lowest level is $100 an hour.
Mine's a little more than that.
Barrett's is more than that. You get me for the cheap because I love what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine that we're going to be with you for a minimum of 5 hours.
Yeah.
For just the cost of my coaching, that's not even including Barrett's. And if you need us for 8 hours, you get us for 8 hours. If you need us for 12 hours, you get us for 12 hours. If you need us for 16 hours, I don't sleep anyway, so I'll be with you for 16 hours, and we're going to get it done. Okay? But you don't have to do that. You can still come with us. You can still come on this journey. You can still belong to this group and be a part of this family for the $27 a month.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some people who want more.
Who want the individual attention. And there's people who are even like, you know what? That's not even enough. Barrett, what else you got? Well, what else I got is the Pro Coaching Program. This is a 12-week coaching program where we are going. By the time you're done with us, you will have your book ready. It's done. It's done.
Now, what do you mean by book? Tell them specifically. We're not just talking about the vomit draft now.
No. It will be published. Your published work. It's done. It's yours to sell.
Published from idea to published in 12 weeks? Go, Barrett. Go, Barrett.
You're going to get everything we've talked about before, plus you're going to get 30-minute sessions with us each week. You're going to get assignments. We're going to have it so that you have benchmarks that you have to reach. And what's going to happen is as long as you reach those benchmarks, your book is what? What, Mia? Your book is what?
Your book is done. Your book is done. Not only is it done, it's going to be edited, it's going to be proofread, it's going to have graphics, it's going to be laid out.
It's going to be marketed.
It's going to be printed. You're going to be able to hold it in your hands.
You will be able to appear on television and radio talking about your book.
And we're not saying that lightly because Barrett has the radio and I have the internet TV.
Right. We have our own shows. So you're on there. And now the investment for that coaching is $19.97. That's a 12-week program, $19.97. And as Mia just talked about our hourly rate, that's a bargain and a half. So you're getting us for 12 weeks on that one. So like you said before, you can get involved for just $27 a month. Just $27 a month. That's less than $1 a day that you're going to be able to be in that program. So those are the programs I told you before. You can go to my website at e2esystems.com. Mia also mentioned you can text the word book to 929 929-244-4323. That's 929-244-4323. You have several options to choose from, but we just want to make sure that you get your book completed. That's our goal, just to get your book completed. Make you an author. That's what we want to do. We want to make you an author, but you have to take the first step.
Wow. Barrett, we have our first book club member.
All right.
Shout out to Lisa Chaplin from Australia.
Oh,
now,
right,
here's what's really important about this. Lisa is already a multi-published, highly respected author. She already has a book deal. She already has a publishing contract. Her book, The Tide Watchers, is coming out next June 2015 from a major publisher with an incredible push. Now, you're asking yourself, what in the world is Lisa Chaplin, who is already the best-selling author? I'm claiming it for you, baby.
There you go.
She is already the best-selling author of a mainstream historical fiction novel called The Tide Watchers. What in the world is she going to pay $27 a month for to join the Book Writers Procrastination Club? Procrastination, accountability, encouragement, critique partners, brainstorming, editing services, proofreading, and marketing. That's why. Lisa, thank you so much for having faith in us. Thank you for believing in what we're able to do. I love you, sweetheart. Good day, mate.
Yeah, good day, mate. So me, I don't know if anyone else has any other questions. I'm excited.
I am too. Let me just answer this one more quick question. Okay, that's answered. All right. Thank you for allowing that brief interruption.
No problem.
I want you to listen to one more thing I have to say, and then I'm going to let you go, because I appreciate your time. I appreciate that you could have been doing other things tonight, but you chose to spend it with us. Barrett has given you some great information about the club itself. Trevor has given you some great information about, some of the reasons why you might want to have a book. I'm going to leave you with something really simple. BWPC.com. BWPC.com. What does that really mean? Because I'm not going to lie, our website's not built yet, but we are walking in faith. We are trusting in our gifts. We are operating on our talents and the knowledge that we have the skills, the abilities to help you make your dream come true. So the BW, that doesn't stand for book writers. It stands for book written, because you got it done. It stands for book written because you got it done. The PC, it's for Procrastination Club, but let me tell you what else it's for. People clapping. Woohoo! Yay! Yay! You did it! You got it done! You did it! You got your book done! You're a published author! Woo!
I love it.
Is for. The PC is actually for people clapping because let me tell you what's coming. New Year's Eve is coming. It's an arbitrary date, but people take it seriously, and every single year they make resolutions. This year, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to quit drinking. I'm going to quit doing whatever, or I'm going to start exercising. I'm going to start eating better. And guess what? By the time the Super Bowl comes around, you're not doing it, or you are doing what you weren't supposed to do.
Yeah.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference. This time you're not doing it alone. This time you're not doing it without a plan. This time you're not doing it without a system. You're doing it with action coach Barrett Matthews and creative coach Mia Zachary. And let me tell you, don't let the red lipstick and the smile fool you. I'm the tough one in this group.
Duly noted.
So before we let you go, Barrett, I would like to ask you to close by explaining to our viewers what being an author has meant for you and your business.
Oh wow. Thank you for that. Well, let me explain to you. I work with people in different arenas, and it was funny. It was mentioned to me before because of my style of working with people that I should write a book. And the only thing I could think to write a book on at that time was what I deal with people, and that is procrastination. And the question I find myself asking people all the time was, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you getting it done? And I keep getting excuses, or I keep getting this, like kind of the things that Mia said, the three reasons people always say that people don't get things done. Well, once I did that book, all of a sudden, it was instant credibility started coming to me, to where people not only were coming up to me, but they decided to read the book. They decided to ingest what I was saying, and it started helping them. There's a lady that I worked with in Atlanta, Georgia. She's also a coach herself. She's a life coach. She gave me a testimonial one day, and she said that she was laying in her bed one day. She knew she had stuff she needed to do, and she was just trying to be lazy. And she had my book on her nightstand. She said she opened it up and read chapter 1, which is about excuses. And she said it made her get up and get on with her day. And she ended up closing a big deal that day that she wouldn't have gotten if she had stayed in bed. And things like that, now that is not a monetary thing for me, but what it does for me is it gives me a sense of accomplishment to let me know that I'm doing the right thing. And if you have a message inside of you, it can do that same thing to you. Don't hold your gift inside. I mean, you're really, and I'm going to get a little spiritual on them, but by doing that, you're telling God he made a mistake by keeping your gifts inside. You were given a gift. Let people know what your gift is. Share it with the world, because it's not necessarily a monetary thing that you'll get out of everything, but it can be so much more than that if you let it out. And that's what it means to me. It's not so much the business aspect of it. It did a lot as far as credibility in business. It has brought me people who want to listen to me. It's brought, of course, people want to buy my book. People want to have me speak because of that. I mean, I actually had a pastor read passages of my book in church. But
Wow.
yeah, but see, once again, it's not a monetary thing. It's something that it's more internal that makes me feel good about me doing the right thing. If you have a message, get it out. Get it out. I have a slogan that I always leave people with, and I'm just going to say it to you right now. It's very quick, very short, very sweet, and to the point. And that is, take action.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Barrett. I appreciate that. Now, for those of you who are fiction authors, because we tell stories that are made up, because we're using our imagination, and especially me as a romance writer, I take a lot of crap from people who are like, oh, you write those kind of books? But yeah, I do. I write books about love, about marriage, about committed relationships, about partnerships, about family, about fidelity, about loyalty, about commitment. I do, and I'm proud of it. Yeah, there's hot sex in it too, and I'm not going to apologize for that.
Who would ever apologize for that?
But I want you to know that even as a fiction author, you still touch people's lives. You
Yeah.
still make a difference. Your stories still matter. This is my 4th book. It's called Afternoon Delight, and it's a romance novel about 2 people who meet through a dating service. But the woman in the story is a breast cancer survivor, and her breast cancer comes back in the middle of the book. I'm sorry to give you that spoiler. And you might think that I just write those kind of stories, those smut books or anything else that people want to talk down about them. But that book is the book that landed me on the bestsellers list for 2 weeks. That book is the one that got 5-star reviews everywhere it was reviewed. That's the book that I cherish the fan mail from. Because a man wrote to me among one of the letters and said that he read that book with his wife, and he said, thank you for getting it right. Thank you for caring enough to get it right. because his wife had died of breast cancer by the time he wrote to me. So don't think that just because you're writing imaginary stories that they don't matter. They do. Everything that we do in this life matters. Allow Barrett and I to matter to you. Allow us to support you, to guide you, to train you, to hold your hand, and to cheer for you. We invite you to join the Book Writers Procrastination Club at the introductory special price of $27 a month for the first 100 people who sign up. Now, if you're really good, hey, you might pay us $27 once and your book is done and in your hand in 30 days. And you know what we're going to say? We're not going to say, oh, man, we don't have that $27 anymore. No, that's not what this is about. It's about you being accountable and getting it done. Hashtag, my book is done. If you're committed to this, if you're watching this either live right now or you're watching it on the replay, I challenge you, I dare you, I double dare you to go on Facebook and tag me at Mia Zachary, MIAZACHARY, and tag Barrett at Barrett Matthews, BarrettMattews. I dare you to tag the both of us and say, hashtag, my book is done. And we'll know that you're committed to getting your book written and published in 2015. And we'll reach out to you personally. And for every person who does that, I'm committed to setting up a free 15-minute discovery call. Whether you use our services for anything or not, I'm committed to helping you, and I will set up a free 15-minute discovery call to help you get your book started. Barrett, I'm going to come back to you for final words, and then we're going to shut it down.
Well, my final words are going to be short and sweet. If you're ready to make a difference, if you're ready to stop procrastinating, if you're ready to stop giving yourself excuses, and if you're ready to say, my book is done, then we'll see you soon. If not, then you'll just keep doing what you've been doing. And we wish you well with that as well. But the thing is, those who are ready to make a difference will make a difference. It's really that simple. And Mia, I'm done. Take action.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. My final words for you are simple as well. Sit your butt down and write the book, and if you need help doing that, give us a call. Book Writers Procrastination Club. My name is Mia Zachary. Hashtag, welcome to someday, and we'll see you soon. Good night.
Bye. Take action.